Good evening. I want to talk about martial law and is it coming and how to deal with it, how to be prepared. This is going to be a lengthy video, so you need to watch it all the way through. I'm going to give out some information, my personal views, strategies, and so forth. First, is martial law coming? It appears that it appears that it's probably going to come, and it may be soon. Now, is President Obama going to be the one to implement it? Now, I really can't say, because I remember all of this about Bill Clinton. He's not going to leave office. He's going to do something to stay in office and all that. And basically he just swapped keys with President Bush and left. So I don't know. I don't know if he's going to do anything. There's lots of rumors, and that's what they are, rumors. All right. He's going to get a civil war. He's going to get a war with North Korea, with whatever. Syria, with Russia. Who knows? We know that Homeland Security in the last 6-7 years have bought over 2 billion rounds of all kinds of calibers of handguns and rifles. They bought tens of thousands of rifles, pistols. We know President Obama has no problem giving guns to the terrorists, because 2 of the terrorist attacks, one in Egypt, I believe one in France, those guns came directly from the Obama administration. They were from Fast and Furious. Now somehow this president is running guns to the terrorists. Somehow. I mean, the Democrats are going to make up excuses, whatever, well, it doesn't matter, like Hillary Clinton says, what does it matter? What does it matter? And they'll say the same thing about the guns. Well, they were going to get guns anyway, so you might as well get it from us. Obviously, they think that the reason why they went into Benghazi took place is because the ambassador found out that Hillary Clinton and President Obama were running guns to the rebels, which therefore gets the guns to ISIS and Al Qaeda and so forth, our buddies. Why would they want martial law? Well, to subject the American people, they have to get the guns. See, right now, the Muslims can't run wild like they're doing in England, London, and Paris. They can't do that. There's an excellent website, Facebook page called Britain First. And you see day-to-day updates where the Muslims out in the streets, they block the highways. They get out there with their barbaric dances and chants. They slap each other like this here. Just bloody their chest. They got a video with them with a rope, and the head of the rope is blades, and they're cutting their backs up. This is what's coming to America, and they're being brought here by choice. They're being allowed in. They're circumventing our immigration laws to bring that Muslim trash here. Now I know we got some good Muslims. Arabs, whatever. But not all Muslims are terrorists, but all terrorists are Muslims. Or they're registered Democrats. Go figure that. But then they're both blood cults anyways. One believes in aborting babies, one won't go kill our enemies, and the other ones, they cut babies' heads off, they stomp babies to death when their parents wouldn't convert to Christianity. They subject women to torture, they subject women to substandards. They have to be escorted in the street. They got to wear their clothing. You can't see what they look like. 3 men have to witness a rape, or if a woman cries rape, she will be executed, stoned to death. This is what Sharia law is. And President Obama wants it over here really bad. Really bad. And it could be the tool to submit the Christians and the Jews over here. But the guns are the first thing. Make no doubt about it. The guns are the first thing. This is June 29th, and just last week, Senator Engel from New York said he was questioned by a lady on the by a news lady about the guns, and he said Charlie Rangel. Charlie Rangel said, "Well, I don't think citizens should be going around toting guns." And the interviewer said, but you have guns. You are surrounded by guns to protect you. Well, that's different. We're politicians. The arrogant son of a bitch was just found guilty of 11 of 12 or 7 of 12 counts of corruption. This son of a bitch is going to tell you and me we don't have a right to have a gun. We don't need guns to protect us. But yet, they have guns to protect them. Obama administration has purchased, as I said earlier, over 2 billion rounds of ammunition, thousands and thousands of guns, rifles. They're probably going to wind up in the hands of Muslims. So, he's special. He thinks he has a right to have the guns. But you don't have a right to protect yourself. They want to take away the AR-15. 600 or so a year are killed with rifles, and very few of them are AR-15s. Okay, we have more people killed with screwdrivers than assault rifles. They make the claim that nobody needs a 30-round capacity clip, a high-capacity clip over 10 rounds for a handgun or a rifle. That these guns are used to kill. Well, once in a while the Democrats get it exactly right. They are exactly right. That gun has one purpose only: to kill. To kill a corrupt government. To put them back in check. To put them in their place. You don't think the government's bought all these 223s and 5.56 round ammo for hunting and plinging, do you? No. They bought them to kill somebody with. And the Department of Homeland Security don't purchase guns for wars outside the United States. That would be the DOD, the Department of Defense. They would be buying rifles and handguns to go into Iraq and these other countries. So that is for civilian consumption inside the United States and civilian use against us. So, yes, they want gun control, but they want to control who has the guns. Their side's going to have the guns. I can't remember her name, but the lady who's helping Hillary Clinton out, it'll come to me in a minute, who claims she was Indian, she said lately in a statement in the past that if the Republicans will not disarm, we will disarm them. See? It's gun control. That side has the guns. We don't want this side to have the guns. And when this side has all the guns and this side doesn't have the guns, this side does what it wants to this side. You understand that? See, bank accounts, cars, property, wives, whatever. Make you pay taxes on stuff you don't want to pay. Subject you to punishments that you can't defend yourself. But then she's Pocahontas anyways, She said that she discovered that her great-grand, her pawpaw, had high cheekbones, which means she was Indian. She wants guns, but I can't have guns. Okay, now, preparation is the basis of this. You got to prepare mentally. You have to decide, are you going to do what it has to take place? Are you going to go down when it starts? How are you going to handle it? Are you going to submit? Are you going to resist? First thing, and I'm guilty of it myself, don't tell people what you have. Don't tell people. Alright, because John may like the idea that you have a nice pistol. He may want to come get it one night when you're at work. So don't tell anybody. Plus, when it hits the fan, you're going to have snitches cooperating with the law, with the whoever. So, and then you're going to have people who have needs that are willing to turn me in so they can get their medicines and so forth. They're going to use all kinds of ways to manipulate people, to turn people against each other, to get what they need. So, don't tell anybody. Maybe even your inner circle, there may be somebody there who can't be trusted. And you don't know. There's always a weak link in every piece of chain. There's going to be a weak link. And it can even be a weak link in your inner circle that you've known people for years who will submit, and compromise their values to get what they need to survive by turning you in. So you got to don't do that. Try not to. Obviously, you want to stay out of the sights of the the federal government. Plus, if you're going to buy guns, buy them legally. I mean, I know I bought this gun off the street and there's no registration number and all that. Okay, fine. Keep caught with it beforehand, and you won't be able to own a gun legally anyways. So, receiving a stolen gun, or purchasing a stolen gun is probably not going to benefit you at all. So, look, make the sacrifice to get what you need. I'm driving a 2007 Expedition. It's 9 years old. But me not having that car note gives me the freedom to go purchase things that I think I need. The freedom to go buy a new TV without having to worry about, I got the note coming up on the 15th. Or a gun or some ammo or whatever. Okay, so what do you need? Discreetness is the first thing you need. You need to be discreet. You can get out, you can go preach and all that, but also be discreet on certain things too. You're gonna need some rifles. And not a bunch, maybe just one rifle. Lots and lots of ammo. Get common calibers. 223, the AK-47 round, the 7.62 by 39 round is very common. Even a 22 rifle. Get plenty of rounds of ammo. 9mm, I'm a 9mm guy. We know ballistically that 45s, 10mm, 40 Smith & Wesson, 357 SIGs really don't hit hard enough or hit that much more than a 9mm to give up wear and tear on your high pressure rounds from your 357, 10mm, and 40 Smith & Wesson. The 40 and the 40 and the 357 are high pressure rounds. They do damage, even the Glocks, and I'm a Glock man. I'm a Glock fan. They even will break and tear them over continuous use. High pressure rounds. So I'm a 9mm guy. You can't get a 9mm, go get a 22. Even though 22s have gone up, you can still get them on AmmoSeek.com. 2 days ago, on about the 27th of June, 2016, they were going, for about 6-7 cents a round. Not bad. How much higher than what it used to be, but it's still within affordability. You can get 350 rounds for about $40. Shop around though. The Walmart don't carry much of it. Don't even worry about Walmart. Have it brought to your front door. Okay. Rifles. Get common caliber rifles. 223, like I said, 7.62 by 39 AK-47 round. You can get some good deals on some rifles. You have to shop around. You can get a base AR-15 for $600. Omni Hybrid, they're okay from what I've read reviews. You can get that's an AR-15, the 223 round. It's a good starter round, good starter rifle. It works. One thing about the AR-15s, you got to run them wet. Run them wet. Keep them well oiled. Keep them well oiled. Okay. You got to keep them things. You got to keep them babies wet. Keep them wet. The SKS, the AK-47 rifles, are not as finicky about them things. They will run dry. Keep some oil around. Run them a little wet too. Just be on the safe side. Keep your handguns. Get some gun oil and put it up. Don't use WD-40 as a solvent. It'll pull the blue off a gun. Get some gun oil. Even whatever. Get plenty of magazines. Plenty of magazines. Magpul make an excellent block clip, but it only fits the 17 to 19 and the 26. Okay, right. That's all they're making right now. They run about 12 or 13 bucks. They are excellent. I would suggest, I would surmise that they're about the quality of the original Glock mags. The original Glock mags are running about $26 to $32 for 17 round Glock 17. All right. They have 32 round, 33 round magazines made by Pro Mag and Glock. Yeah, maybe get one or two, but you probably not. It's going to be kind of awkward carrying a long magazine in your pocket or whatever, So, whatever. Excuse me. So, those are some options. You can get standard ball for your 9mm guns, for your handguns. Standard ball, Full Metal Jacket's fine. for the gun for everyday carry, go and spend $25 and get you a box of Hornady XDs or some carbons or some Federal High Shocks or something like that. You can go to go the extra mile, pay $1 a bullet for some good tactical rounds, self-defense rounds. Carry them, but don't shoot them. Buy your full metal jacket. When it hits the fan, the full metal jacket is going to be just fine. All right, plenty of mags for your AR-15 and AK-47. Okay, they make a really great AK-47. Running about $749. An American-made Magpul furniture, blacked out, really nice, $749. You can get the this is at Hobie's, so that's the standard price, pretty much. You can get a Smith & Wesson Sport 2 AR-15, $700, about $704, I believe what it was. So you can get some, sacrifice your cigarettes, a little bit of, don't drink so much, don't smoke so much. Put that money back, and if you don't have the money, you can do it, but you have to sacrifice. You have to sacrifice. Hold off on that pair of $100 Nikes till next month. I'm just making those. You can get it if you really want to, but it may take some sacrifice, and in the end, it's worth it because at the least you'll be able to defend yourself. And I know, rifles, maybe get a little bit too carried away with self-defense. I understand that, but first of all, remember this: real assault rifles are fully automatic. You cannot buy fully automatic weapons without a Class 3 license, and you have to go through the BATF to get that. You're not going to Walmart or Hobie's to buy a fully automatic weapon unless you have that license. Okay? So once again, the Democrats are trying to twist the words around to make the public say, oh my God, they're buying fully automatic weapons. Oh my God, we got to stop them. It's not happening, okay? And there is really no known cases of fully automatic weapons in the United States being used in crime. There's only been like 1 or 2 cases of buried 50 caliber rifles even being used. That was in a bank robbery. So they're playing with it. Harold Holder said years ago, we have to and he actually said brainwash people and how they conceive it and the conception of hand rifles and guns. We got to get it out in their mind. He used the word brainwash. Got to brainwash you so you'll stop with this nonsense of owning guns. But yet, he's got his bodyguards. I'm sure he's got a gun. Obama's got bodyguards. His kids go to school with 6 or 7 bodyguards. And I'm fairly sure they're strapped with Uzis. Some kind of submachine gun and probably a handgun sidearm too. But your kids are not as valuable as them and his kids. And I don't want no harm to come to anybody. Not a Democrat politician or anything. The system is set up to get rid of them. We just choose not to do it. Okay? We can't muster enough people to get what needs to be done. Impeachment and removal of all of them is possible. Remember this. They just had a vote this week on abortion. And it was 4-4. Because we had Scalia was found dead in the bed. And that's a whole nother story. He was found dead in his bed. Possible conspiracy sacrifice to an Illuminati such group. Leave it like that. But it's 4-4. You understand that? 4-4. The next president is going to pick number 9. And if he's a gun-hating, baby-killing one, we are in dire need. We're going to be in dire trouble. Because you can bet the moment they get an anti-gun, anti-constitution, they're gonna tell you you can't have guns, high-capacity clips, and they're not just going to stop at 10 years of making them no more. You understand that? They're going to go off the track with this stuff. You understand that? Off the track. No guns, no high-capacity clips. They're gonna manage your First Amendment rights. You're not going to be able to speak out against the Muslims, the gays. Hey, you're not going to be able to say global warming is a hoax. Hey, they're going to go off the track. There's going to be free speech zones even in your house, in your yard. You won't be able to post a sign. Hey, if the Muslims say an American flag offends them, you won't be able to put it in your yard. Somebody's going to come take it out of your yard. Okay? Don't tell nobody what you're going to do if it happens. Shh. Keep that to yourself. Don't tell them. Keep it to yourself. Shh. It's the word. Okay? Now that we talked about weapons to defend yourself, going back to staying out of sight. When it goes down, If you don't have to travel, don't travel. People say, I'm heading to the woods. Okay. What's that going to do? Because you're just like Red Dawn, sooner or later you got to come to town. So, okay, whatever. I'm running. I'm running to the woods. I got me a bug out bag. Okay. All right. All 30 million of us are going to run to the woods? How long the deer and the squirrel going to last? Plus, somebody's going to hear something. I know all of you that are running to the woods ain't got subsonic ammunition and silencers. I'm sure so. Yeah. All of you ain't going to go fishing, you know. So, put up some food. Once again, goes to the sacrifice. When you go to the store, buy 10 more cans of chili. Get something you like, though, you know. Medical needs, basically, if you're diabetic, watch what you buy. Buy what you can eat, you know. Because medicine's going to probably be a slow flow when it comes down to it. You know, if you're in the clique, you may get some mess. If you're not in the clique, you'll probably be in trouble. All right? So, because you're not in the clique. They run you Social Security number and say, well, you bought this, bought that, bought this here at the gun show and all this here stuff. Because, believe me, they know what you're buying. Right? And, you want your medicine, I need to turn in that rifle and that handgun you bought last month. You know, so you got to kind of prepare. Try to stay out of sight. You know, I know you want to express your First Amendment and post, in your yard, whatever, Trump, Hill, whatever. Be cautious. You know, don't create conflicts if you could avoid them. If martial law comes, it's going to come to blows. Okay? So we got guns, weapons, ammunition, food. Handguns are stored 5 years. It's 3 years, okay? You know, buy some. If you don't know what happened, rotate it out. Put a date on when you bought it. Hey, you rotate it out and use it. You know, take it to lunch. You know, whatever. Take it to the pantry. Take it to the pantry downtown. You know, for people who are in more need than you are. No, there's ways to deal with it. Okay, do all that. All right. We got guns. We got food. We talked about staying out of Target. May need some tools. You know, hey, a hammer, some nails, screws. Don't be damn, can't take care of yourself. No, a basic first aid kit, you know, stuff for your teeth, no, whatever, no, a couple of extra toothpaste, you know, something, you know, whatever, you know, store some water. You can store water up in just milk jugs, and then buy you a filter, like a zero filter, and then just use the filter. You put the filter up, the pitch in the filters, put some filters up, and just throw water in 2 liter bottles. Just pour it in, it'll be fine then. If it goes stale, the filters are going to take care of it. They're going to clean it up anyway. So there you go. So we got food, we got ammo, guns, staying out of sight. Don't become a target until you didn't know. Don't be a target if you don't have to be. And water. We mentioned some basic medicine, medical needs you're going to need. Body armor. Body armor is going to become an issue. I imagine at some point they're going to have possibly a shootout. And the guy, they're going to say, well, the guy had body was still shooting and he wasn't going down. So body armor is going to probably happen. The guy that went into the gay bar a couple of weeks ago, they said a week or 2, 3 weeks before he actually committed the shooting, that he went into a gun store and tried to buy some level 3 body armor, which is basically the highest you can buy. It's made out of 500 AR 500 armor and will stop hundreds of rounds of steel penetrator 223 and steel core AK-47 rounds. And he tried to purchase that, and the owner of the shop center, the salesman said, we don't sell that armor. And then he walked off, and talked somebody in a foreign language. And I'm not mocking you, I'm just making the point. And come back and say he wanted to buy a case of ammo, and said, well, we don't have that either. We don't do that either. He walked out. They contacted the FBI. Nothing. No. He was allowed to move forward with his plans. Even though the FBI knew this guy he'd been in the target for years. He was allowed to commit that. Because Eric Holder said, we got to brainwash you into thinking guns are bad. Not bad people with guns, but guns are bad. Guns are the reason. Okay? Bad guns make good people do things. Eric Holder. Alright? Once again, we got weapons, ammo, food, body armor, medicine. Pick some decent knives up. A couple folders, a couple of fixed blades. You know, you never know. You never know when you're going to need a knife to cut something or somebody with. Okay? We got the magazine, high capacity clips magazines, Magpul, Glock, for your rifles, ARs, all that kind of stuff. We got that covered. Okay. Now martial arts is in place and they're starting to put soldiers out on the streets. All right. You know, at some point they're going to set up checkpoints because they're looking for something. You know, contraband. God forsake, you got a Constitution, a Bible, a rifle, a handgun. So at some point, these will have to be dealt with. They're going to put their, you see all this stuff about these Bradleys and all that stuff on YouTube, all this stuff moving around. I don't give a whole lot of credence into, you know, you see a train full of tanks running somewhere. Then they're going to put, I doubt they're going to put tanks on the streets. I mean, that's just a waste of resources, you know. You can put an MRAD out there, you know, which is a big, heavily armored four-wheel drive, armored transport vehicle. You know, it may hold 6-7 people, you know, bulletproof glass and all that. There may be right now. How can you stop them? Well, bulldozers and school buses surrounding them will cause a problem for them. If you get the wheels off the ground, you can cause a problem with them. So, you know, unless you got a 50 caliber rifle, you're probably not going to do much damage to them. But the thing is, some people have to get out. They got to go to the bathroom. You know, somebody's got to get out and pump fuel. So at that point, those points, you can do something like that, and you can hit and strike in small targets, high value targets. That's one thing you can do. Same thing with Jeeps, trucks. You know, there's many things you can do. You can make a little preparation right now. If they're in regular trucks, they may be confiscating trucks and using them for putting a UN sign on them or a Obama face or whatever. You know, 2x4s and nails will stop a lot of vehicles. You know, putting multiple cars in front of vehicles and surrounding them makes you incapacitate the possibility of a vehicle, because it may have a turret, but you know, you get behind him. You know, he's got the gun, he's got the barrel that way, the turret, and the arbor behind him. You know, right now the Obama administration is weeding out all our top brass that are involved in the nuclear community, that run our nuclear procedures, that head up the nuclear departments of our weapons. There are a lot of them being removed. We're seeing a lot of brass moved, being forced to step down and resign and all that. They're claiming that they're being asked, will they fire the American people? If one guy was asked by the government, will you fire on Americans if they won't give up the guns? There's a problem. And it's going to be a problem. And you see what their plans are for you. One of them was asked. They plan on taking the guns by force. So you're going to have one side with the guns and one side without the guns. We know what happens to the side without the guns. Right now we see in France, they said the guns are flying off the market. They're trying to buy guns right now. In Florida, a lot of gay groups are now supporting Trump, and they're now purchasing guns. Because they now realize that they are in danger from the left, from the Muslims. And I always found it interesting is that the Democrats support the Muslims, and the Muslims don't support gays. They throw gays off houses like it's toys. I mean, they don't care. They don't care. The Democrats claim they're for women's rights, and if you're a woman and you live in Saudi Arabia or anywhere, you ain't got no rights. You can't even drive. But the Democrats are for the rights of the women. There's under Sharia law, there's marriage rape. A husband can rape his wife. If she's not wanting to be intimate with her, he can take it. And whatever force needed. And it's legal under Sharia. Women have no rights under Sharia. The Constitution is not compatible with Sharia. You understand that? That's what they're bringing over here. All Muslims agree with Sharia law. Just all of them are not willing to go that extra mile for Muhammad and Allah. They're not willing to kill. But that number is increasing. And as the United States government shows weakness in how they deal with the terrorists that are on our homeland and in Europe, it encourages them to thrive. It lets them believe that the Sharia and the Quran are prophetic and that they are overcoming us. So what do? Well, carry a gun. Carry a handgun under your shirt. Some states now are no longer require permits to carry a gun concealed. And quite a few states are now saying open carry. It's legal. Now, if you live in my state and I go to another state, they may not understand that my state don't require me to have a permit. So they may not recognize that right for me to carry a gun concealed without a permit. Most states generally try to, this state will try to respect that state's gun permit laws if they issue permits. Because they know this person went through a extensive background check to get a concealed permit, and B state will recognize A state's permit and honor it. So you have to consider that. You're going to have to carry something. Now, it's very true. It's highly unlikely that you're going to be in one of those events. That you're going to be in a terrorist attack or on-the-job shooting. Mass shooting. But I always felt like this. If I carried it, I'll never need it. Bingo, that's just fine. If I never need it, that is awesome. That is great. I would rather have it than not have it. But you're going to have to do something. We have to make the Muslims not necessarily the Muslims, but now it goes back to the criminals, which are basically Democrats, feeling they can take what they want because they're Democrats or whatever reason, that you have a high probability of running into somebody armed. Now, I would, if I can, when I can, I carry concealed. I don't carry open a lot because if a terrorist walks into an airport and I got not an airport, but a bar, and he sees I got a gun, I'm going to be the first target. He's taking me out first because I'm the threat to him. So if he doesn't see my gun, I don't become a direct target. He may just walk into the middle. He may be walking towards an exit. He may just walk by me or not notice that I have a gun because it's in my pocket. It's on my belt under my shirt. And that's what you want. You want him to bypass you and say, yeah, you're nothing. I'm going on to the big fish. And when he walks past you, then you pull out your gun and you defend yourself and your friends and your strangers. You defend yourself. So, what have we discussed so far? Weapons, ammo, body armor, food, attitude, don't become a target. Touched on how to stop riots, stuff like that. Just get the wheels off the ground. It's over. No, I don't know if you're gonna be able to shoot them and stop the tires because they may be, whatever. You can pin them down. Just like a helicopter. You can't shoot. In Vietnam, they were shooting down Cobras, and he was like they were shooting down. He was like it was like they were birds. So you can shoot helicopters down. Helicopters, all helicopters, they have light armor. Most of them have light armor, so you can stop that. There's many things he's got land, he got a fuel, they got to go to the bathroom. You can stop them on the ground. What else can we do? Well, we can avoid conflict. We can start using our constitutional right and vote. Vote those who want higher taxes and your guns. And if they're okay with killing babies, unborn babies, and now some of them want to kill them up to 8.5, 9 months. Hillary Clinton has said openly on video that an unborn baby that is getting ready to be born in 2 hours has no constitutional right, therefore you can kill. Hillary said that. We'll get a little political for a little bit. They're manipulating the polls to show that Donald Trump's losing in the polls. He's not losing. He's about 20 digits ahead of Hillary in Florida. That's going to be interesting. Democrats, Cubans, Spanish, and Hillary's losing. Another thing, you need to know about Hillary Clinton. First thing up, Donald Trump's not perfect. He's not a saint. But I believe he believes in America first. I believe he'll build a wall, and I believe he'll make it secure. Now the wall. Mexico's southern border has a wall, towers, guards. And you don't get Social Security when you walk through their fence. You get imprisonment and a work camp. 10 years. You can be killed crossing the border. But they don't want us doing that on our southern border. Because we're being invaded by the Mexicans, by the Syrians, and so forth. Al Qaeda, ISIS have been caught coming from the southern border. Prayer rugs, instruction manuals, the works. There are probably tens of thousands of ISIS here right now. But they have to be careful. They can't fly their flag in where we're at. They can't fly their flag here. Because something would probably happen to the house. Or them. So they had to be wusses. They had to keep everything on the low. Because they're not here strong enough, they don't have enough number to be a threat yet. They're working on it. That's why we've never had this many Muslim refugees coming in our history. Also, Muslim immigration has been illegal since like 1956 and has never been overturned. It is illegal for them to come over here. When they talk about the Sharia law is incompatible with the Constitution, it is illegal. They have no business here. I know. We're illegal immigrants too. Ask the Indians. I understand that. I understand where you're going. But it wasn't an all-out war with the Indians. We did kill a lot of Indians. But our diseases from Europe killed a lot of them. Just like the diseases from China, the Black Plague and all that, come from China and killed a lot of Europeans. It was something that happened. Couldn't have been stopped. It is unfortunate the way things happen. But that is in the past. It can't be corrected. Now, the Muslims that are coming over here that follow Sharia law, they're not attacking the American Indian. Because the American Indian, he's up there in the Northwest, up there in the Dakotas and the Dakotas and all that. He's not posing a threat right now. They'll get to him later. They got to get. They're trying to make a point. They're trying to put fear in you, and it's dealing with. And the fear is to get people scared of the guns, so they can get the guns. Can you imagine if we had no guns, and you had a guy who was sympathetic to ISIS, went out there and went to talking to your wife, was like, you shall follow Allah, the one God, Muhammad say. And your wife goes, no, I'm Catholic. Oh, no, Catholic, you go to hell. You can be murdered. All this. Hey, you go to work. He gonna kick your wife's door down. He gonna rape her first. He gonna rape her and cut her head off. That's what he gonna do. She ain't got a gun because you're a good law-abiding citizen. He turned in your gun. You gotta think about that. Okay. Never give up your guns. Buy plenty of ammo. Common rounds. Buy body armor. Tell all your friends to buy body armor. Common round rifles. Common round ammo. Pick up some decent pocket knives. Tactical folders. Fixed blades. Some body armor. Put up a little food. A little first aid kit. Any medical needs you have. Try to make preparation for that. That's what you need to do. You need to be prepared. Because it's coming. And it's coming like a whirlwind. And you're a bad guy if you don't, you're a racist if you don't support Muslims, you don't support Sharia. Remember that, you're a racist. If you don't kneel down to Sharia, you're a racist. So you've got to keep that in mind, what's coming. Because it's coming. You better believe it's coming. And it's coming like a whirlwind. And you got to decide where you're going to stand when it happens. What are you going to do when it happens? When it hits the fan, where are you? I'm a Christian. I was baptized in November 1994. I had to be baptized because I'm a sinner. I'm not a great guy. So, what are you going to do? Will you fight for your freedom? Your freedom to have the Bible. Or to not worship Allah. Or not recognize Muhammad as a prophet. That's what it's really about. All religions are secondary to Sharia. None of them are logical. None of them are real to Sharia. Sharia demands worship of Allah and acceptance of Muhammad as the great prophet. And then dominance over the women. Dominance over the TV. Over the books. And so forth. And you have a group of them who are thrilled and get their kicks out of murdering, stoning people, beheading people. And they're going to go around doing it if you can't fight back. If you can't fight back, you're going to be subject to their violence and to their barbarism. And they're definitely barbaric. And Islam, President Obama said how great they were. They haven't done nothing in 1,400 years. If they're the religion of peace, how come wherever they go, there's no peace? They go everywhere, start destroying all the monuments, anything that's not Muslim. They don't believe in idols, so everything Catholic, Buddhist, Hindu, all it's got to go. It's got to go. So, what are you going to do? You got to make that call. Because it's you and your family now. And I can't be there for you. And you can't be there for me because we don't live by each other. You're in Florida, where the gays were slaughtered like dogs. Or you're in Paris, where they were slaughtered in a concert. Or you're in England, where a couple years ago a soldier was beheaded. Okay? And the Muslims are running the streets in Germany. And now these countries are regretting that they've done it. And Europe's going to fall. It's going to fall into Islam. And who's going to have the atomic weapons? Who's going to be pushing the buttons then when they no longer have control of it? Part of the reason that Britain voted to leave the EU was immigration and jobs. You think about that. They bring them over there, give them housing, and take the jobs. So Britons can't find jobs because Muhammad's got their job. Same thing over here. We're bringing millions upon millions of illegal immigrants from all over the planet. And this means Americans can't find jobs. But we're going to bring them over to give them our jobs. And, as I said, we're going to get a little political. They're going to dump the wages, lower the standards. Yeah. And then when you wake up and say, I need to go get a gun, you're like, well, I'm only making $9 an hour, $6, $7 an hour, I'm just making minimum wage, and my insurance is real high because I got to cover 15 million Muslims and Arabs or whatever. I got to cover all these immigrants through Obamacare. So now my insurance is $100 a week. So out of my minimum wage job of $300, I don't bring home with $190, and my house rent is $400. So I ain't got $40 to live on. So now I can't go get a gun. Now I can't go buy a car. That's coming too. Yeah, it's cool. And you can look at me and laugh at me and make fun of me and all that kind of stuff, but it doesn't change the facts. I told people in 1991, 1993 that one day we're going to get a Democrat and he's going to really get after the guns. Now, he's been after the guns. He just hasn't had much success. There are still enough Republicans who are fighting back. There's some rhinos in the group. But right now, the herd ain't big. The herd's not big enough. The rhino herd is not big enough to be damaged, to cause any damage. But the Supreme Court, that's the real danger. The United States is in danger from them. They're going to destroy us. If we get one more Democratic, liberal, anti-gun, baby-killing, tax-raising son of a bitch, it's going to be 5-4. And they're going to outlaw, as I said, guns, high-capacity clips, ammo, hey, freedom of the Bible, you can't, because you offend somebody. They're going to just go wham, 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 wham. Hey, Fourth Amendment, the Fifth Amendment, hey, you're not free from improper search and seizure. A cop can stop you. Hey, a postman will be able to stop you because he works for the federal government. And he's been deputized under the Department of Homeland Security. That's what's going to happen. So you better get your mindset straight. You better go out there and vote. There ain't no doubt I'm going to vote for Trump. He's not a saint. But I'm going to vote for Trump. That's who I'm going to vote for. He supports my Second Amendment, my freedom of speech. He wants to seal the border to protect me. Walls don't work. That's why the White House has walls. That's why all these government facilities have put up new fence, walls, and barriers. So you can't get in, so you can't drive a truck up close to the building. There's a reason why walls exist, to keep you safe. It's a bunch of crock that walls don't work. It's a bunch of BS that walls don't work. Okay? Mark, who owns Facebook, he's building a wall around his house. Tell that son of a bitch to put that to tear down his wall. If walls don't protect, what he's got his wall for? All you movie stars that don't like me to have a gun, you've got walls. You've got armed guards. A couple weeks ago, when they had that, the Democrats had that crybaby sit down in the Capitol. 26 of them on guns. Charlie Rangel said, I can't own the gun because I'm a civilian, but it's different because he's a politician. Convicted of 7 of 12 or 11 of 12 counts of corruption. He's going to tell me I don't have a right to have a gun, but then he's a crook. Come on. Senator Feinstein said, the criminal, once he realizes that everyone else has laid down their gun, they'll lay their gun down too, because that's human nature. Eric Holder said you have to be brainwashed to give up the idea that, hey, I need a gun to defend myself. Hey, you're being attacked in all directions, all points. You know what I'm saying? Everything. They're hitting you from all directions. You got to get your mind straight. I'm saying what you've got to do. What you've got to do. You understand? You got to, what you got to do. Most important, this November, the election 2016 that takes place, you got to kick every Democrat out that you can. Every rhino. John McCain believes in he likes immigration and don't like the guns. Funny. He goes to Vietnam, gets captured. They call him the songbird because he just full of ideas. You know, he's going to tell me I don't need a gun. Department of Homeland Security last 6-7 years, over 2 billion rounds of ammo, guns, ammo. But I've already told you all this. You know, if you haven't understood what I'm saying by now, I don't know what to tell you. No, maybe you'll be the one who'll turn me in. Tell them I got a Bible, whatever. I mean, I think you're getting the point. Who should vote for and what we should do for preparation. Another thing, the Second Amendment is not for hunting. It never says anything about hunting. It doesn't even say self-defense. The Second Amendment is about keeping a tyrannical government in check. The organized militia is not the National Guard or the reserves. Because it says the right of organized militia and the right of the people to bear arms shall not be infringed. That means, oh, but no, you're a Democrat, you know exactly what it means. I can have a gun, but you determine what kind of gun I can have. You know, you want me with a single barrel shotgun, cause I can hunt with that, but I couldn't fight off the cops. You know, I couldn't fight the cops off if they decided that I had something in my house they wanted. You know, I couldn't fight off the police or the FBI or the Department of Homeland Security. I mean, God forbid if the Bundys had shotguns, they'd lost all their land. And then the Harmons, no, they killed them over their land. Killed them over their land. This is why they don't want you to have guns, because they'll come take your land. If you coincidentally, just by chance and luck, have been farming on thousands of acres of land since the 1800s, your great-great-grandfather had it, or whatever, and they find out it's got uranium on it, and they decide they want the uranium, and don't want to give you a cut of it. Instead of just saying, hey, look, we'll give you 20%, we'll give you 10% of what we mine. We'll come take care of it all, we'll give you 10% of what we mine. Like, just go take it all. And kill your grandkids or whatever it takes in the process. No, take photographs of all of you, face recognition, so they can catch you when you go next door, go to another state, buy a gun or whatever. Hey, they got it all planned out for you. All planned out for you. Hey, they've been catching Bundys since it happened. One here, one there. Got the leader right now, the Bundy father. He's in jail right now. The Harmons, one of them's in jail. Hey, what? They took a reporter because he was reporting stuff. But then he made a mistake he shouldn't have done. He made violent threats against the government. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't say I'm gonna go do this or do that. Just say I'm gonna defend myself. I'm gonna defend myself. I'm not coming to your house. I'm not coming to your office. That's not what I want. I'm gonna go to the voting booth. and deal with you. That's how you deal with it. We'll go to the voting booth. Don't make threats against a politician or the president of the United States, because they're going to be right there in 30 hours harassing you for 30 minutes or an hour while playing, well, you know, I live in here and I can't really get there, and it takes me 20 hours to drive there, 4 hours by plane, you know, and I can't get this on a plane in the first place, you know, and, you know, whatever, you know. Just avoid that conflict if you don't have to have it. Don't ever threaten anybody. Just say, I'm going to do what I got to defend myself. It's my yard, my car, my property, my Bible, my rights. Leave them be, we ain't got no problem. No problem whatsoever. No. I'm not drinking your Kool-Aid. I'm not down with your cereal. That's enough for now. It's enough for now. June 29th, 2016, 9:15 in the morning. You have a blessed day. Long live the Republic. Trump in November. Obama out in January.